guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Career Savage, aka Kaya, back here with another video. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so that you never miss a video. If you are new here to the Career Savage community, Career Savage is all about providing relevant and up-to-date advice for working professionals and especially college students to help you make well-informed decisions about your career. Make sure you guys are engaging in those comments because I get a lot of ideas for my videos from the comment section, and I love to answer questions you guys actually need rather than theoretical advice that I just generally come up with. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about protecting your ideas in the workplace, office politics edition, as you can tell from the title of this video. So let's get started. So at one of my old companies, I used to share a lot of my ideas, and I never ever tell anybody about Career Savage because, and I've said this in other videos, but I never tell people about Career Savage because I don't want them to get any ideas. For example, I make videos about regulatory affairs, and if I'm working for a regulatory affairs consulting firm, they might get the idea that I should help make YouTube videos for them to bring them more candidates. While I always welcome people to submit their resumes to me and I'll help them find a regulatory affairs job to the best of my abilities, I don't want it to become a part of my job because this has nothing to do with my 9 to 5. This is my personal pursuit, my personal passion. So that's one thing. But for my old company, I used to always give different ideas. And one of the ideas I gave was addressing the issue with college graduates having a difficult time trying to find work. So I gave them an idea and we sat on it for a while, and it was gonna be a part of like my long-term plan with the company because I genuinely never saw myself leaving. Now, if you watch my video where I talk about quitting my senior regulatory affairs job, that was the company that I was working for. I didn't name the company, I'm not gonna name them, but they were underpaying me and they were paying my direct reports more. And the oversight had happened multiple times. The first time they corrected it without me ever saying anything. The second time I went to a higher up and they said there was nothing they could do about it, so I ended up leaving. Now, one day, like literally, I kid you not, like 2 weeks after I left, the idea that I presented on helping graduates find jobs, they implemented that idea. And it was just so painfully irritating for me to see that this company was underpaying me, overworking me. I was providing innovative ideas to help the brand expand. I was representing them at conferences. I was helping them with clients and bids and business development on top of actually doing my consulting work, on top of people managing. And after I left, they always planned to implement my idea, but they were always going to continue to underpay me. Of course, I don't work for them anymore, so they don't have to give me any credit for the idea at all. And I'm happy that, you know, college students have an opportunity to branch into my industry as a result of me presenting that idea to them. Thank the Lord that I never told them about Career Savage and me making YouTube videos, because I always wonder, because not that I'm like a naive or anything like that, but I just genuinely am a good person. So if this company would have come to me and said, oh, make a YouTube video for us, obviously I would have, you know, done a little sponsor thing, but I would be like, okay, I'll make a YouTube video for you guys. But I felt like they probably would have made me make YouTube videos on their channel, and then that becomes their content, and then it's spreading off of the brand of Career Savage. So do you see what I'm saying? So now I think it's so important for people to understand that you need to protect your ideas, and even though you might be ambitious and eager to share with people and help companies grow, you need to think about yourself. If you don't see yourself working for someone forever, or you don't see yourself being at that company forever, no matter the circumstance, you need to protect yourself. So I'm gonna give you a few tips when navigating the workplace and protecting your ideas. Number one, do not, by any means necessary, overshare. Remain stealth. And I used to have this problem because I'm a talker, you know? I'm a talker, and when I get passionate about things, I just start spewing information. And that's why I'm very selective with the friends that I have, because I know it's hard for me to put a muzzle on my mouth. So I only keep people around me that I absolutely trust, who I know are not jealous, who I know really care about my best interest at heart. Do you guys know how hard it was for me to keep quiet about me getting a book deal? Like, I told everybody who's close with me, my cousins, my siblings, my mom, my best friends from college and high school, because I know that with them, all the people that I have around me, it stays there. It's not going anywhere else. Don't overshare in the workplace. Number two, your coworkers are not your friends. I don't care what anybody says. Like, I have had some amazing coworkers who are my friends to this day, and we don't work together, but you gotta be very cautious in sharing information with your coworkers, because you don't know if they're taking your information or your ideas, using it for themselves to get ahead, using it for the company, shopping it somewhere else. You just don't know. So Number one, don't overshare. And number two, don't trust your coworkers like that. Number three, gather your information and lay low. When you're in the corporate world, if you know that like, okay, at the end of the day, I want to start my own business, don't go into the company saying, yeah, I want to start my own business, or tell your coworkers like, I'm not going to be here long because I'm going to start my own thing. No, gather the information you need from that company or whoever to have a good foundation for your own company and leave. You don't need to tell anybody else what you're doing. The next piece of information I want to share with you guys is like, companies don't care about you. I said it. Companies don't care about you. You think companies might care about you. You might have a great relationship with your boss, a great relationship with your coworkers, but at the end of the day, they care about the bottom line, and that's the dollar. They care about how much money is coming in and how much money is leaving. They care about your productivity. They care about your value to the company, what you bring, which helps them make money at the end. And what's crazy is the last company I worked at, somebody who was very higher up would literally always tell me when they're begging me to stay to work with them, they would tell me that, we'll do whatever you need to stay, but the relationship has to be mutually beneficial. I already know that's how business goes, so they didn't even need to tell me that. But you need to operate with the mindset in developing yourself. You might have a manager that develops you, but you really still need to think about your own development. Because sometimes you may not want to tell your manager, yeah, I plan on leaving in a few years, especially if you don't have that relationship, that kind of trust. Everybody I've ever managed, I've always had an open platform. They could tell me anything. Like, I've had direct reports tell me, I hate this place, I hate this company. I've had people tell me they plan on quitting, but don't tell anybody. I truly make it like a direct report confidentiality. And I might go to the company and say, we should start looking for more people, but I'm not gonna tell them X, Y, and Z told me, yada, yada, yada. But yeah, that's the next piece of advice is companies don't care about you, they care about the bottom dollar. The bottom line, which is the dollar. That's what I meant to say. The last piece of advice I'm gonna share with you is when your idea takes off, that's when you share. That's when you tell your coworkers. That's when you tell your friends who you can't trust. That's when you tell other people, acquaintances. You don't wanna share until it's already a done deal. Now that I have a book that's about to be published, obviously I'm putting it on Instagram, I'm putting it on LinkedIn, I'm putting it on TikTok, Snapchat, whatever social media platform, Twitter that I have to announce that this is the next step, YouTube, in my career. And of course now, people I used to work with, people I used to go to school with, so many people in this sphere of my world are gonna find out that I'm now gonna become a published author. I 100% believe I'm gonna get questions from my employers because they will see it on my LinkedIn page, but there's nothing they can do about it now because it's already a done deal, signed, delivered. It has nothing to do with them. Whereas if I would have told people at my previous companies or even my current company that I was writing a book, they might not wanna hire me because they think that I have too much going on. So I keep my lips sealed until there's ink to paper, okay? A contract. All right, so those are the general tips that I have for you guys for protecting your idea. I know we like to believe that the people we work with care about us, but that's not always the case. And if you have an awesome idea, believe me when I tell you, they will steal it if they can, and they will use it for themselves to help their business grow and expand. So protect yourself and protect your ideas. I wanna hear about your guys' stories. Do you have any companies that stole your ideas or exploited you or overworked you and underpaid you? Leave those comments down below. I love engaging with you guys in the comments. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Until next time, guys.